Hi guys, so the Nikon Zf, isn't it cool? Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, where the foliage is starting. And today we're gonna talk about this Nikon Zf that has finally been released and announced and waited for, and now everybody are hyped. But I've been looking plenty of reviews because I'm not among the few ones that are lucky enough to have it in their hands already, and so I will have to wait to go and get a visit to my smuggler in order to have it in my hands and maybe take it for a test ride. But apart from that, I saw that in probably all of the reviews that I saw, they were calling it cool. So the question that puzzled my mind was it in the instruction manual? Maybe not, because nobody ever reads the instruction manual, but was it warmly suggested by Nikon that they would call it cool? And why is that? I mean, we don't need to be cool around our cameras, and with we, I mean all us old fellows, so the old folks don't give a shit about being cool. We only care about the potential, the capabilities of the camera, and this ZF has plenty. Why am I saying that? Because I do appreciate the 24 megapixel BSI sensor, despite not stocked, but that's a different thing. And so 24 megapixel BSI sensor is plenty, guys. Back in the days, I loved my Nikon D750, and it was far behind this camera when it comes down to technology. Then you have the new X-Speed 7 processor that can grant brilliant performances when it comes down to AF tracking with the face detect. So you will have all the things that the modern technology can offer, paired with the 3D tracking, which I loved quite a lot when I was using my Nikon D750. So you're gonna have in the same body for only $2,000 a camera with all the old dials, which I do appreciate because I'm an old fellow, I always saw already. And then you're having the X-Speed 7, you're having the 3D tracking, the face detect, the following tracking, and isn't it cool? So yes, I see why they're trying to position it as a cool camera, because after years of hegemony and all the youngsters going for Sony, well, they might be willing to win them back. But apart from the cool skin colors that you can pick up for this ZF, is it ready to please photographers' needs? Of course it is, because it has plenty of functions and capabilities, and this camera would be a great tool for photographers. You can eventually shoot black and white if you want, and you can use your manual dial to manage very quickly all the settings. But apart from the manual dial and the shape the camera has, you also have inside the latest technologies, the X-Speed 7 that can give you AF tracking, or eventually also for the first time the stabilization paired to the tracking. So you would point your camera at a given place and it will give you up to 8 f-stop stabilization, a very good construction, and it can eventually be ready for vlogging with this tiltable screen, and also for video recording, because it will have 4K 30p, 4K 60p with the crop, and then all other functions, the rec on video, all the settings that you might want to change are on the flippy screen, easily managed. And then, guys, you will have your Zebra, or you can eventually use it with a gimbal. So it's just a joke, guys. It's not cool at all. I think it's a very brilliant 2023 camera. So any 2023 release is supposed to be better than any previous camera, right? So this outperforms the Nikon Z6 Mark II, probably also the Z7 Mark II if we take away the megapixel thing, which is not a thing in my humble opinion. And then you have plenty, because you're having the Z-mount, all the S glasses, and so new technology, more light in brilliant, sharp images. That's something to be appreciated, but definitely not cool. And so, guys, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is that this PASM, P-A-S-M command that we have on the left of the camera, it is useless if you don't have the preset. So if you don't have some modes that you can save with the settings like U1, U2, U3 that you normally have on a different dial, which we don't have in here, that's useless. And so why give it the PASM command if you cannot load or save the settings? I'd rather have everything manual like on my Q2, so I'm choosing myself if I want any single one of the three in the exposure triangle, ISO, shutter speed, and f aperture manually if I want to choose it manually, or if I want to set it on automatic. And so in what mode am I shooting? I don't care, because I just need to know if I want to choose myself the ISO or the shutter speed or the f aperture, or if I want the camera to do it for me, which I don't do very often because I think that I'm smarter than my camera, and I would be pleased to be proved wrong by the AI, but fortunately we're not there yet. So Nikon Zf, I don't know how much the supply will be. They said there's gonna be shortage because probably plenty of people pre-ordered already. I don't know what kind of people would love to have this camera. I would love to have one, and I would love to try also the new planar glasses, but that will be a separate video, so stay tuned because we're gonna talk about the planar glass in the next video. But I would love to have it. I would love to have it. I would love to use it. I would love to update my book that was all about street photography and how to tell a story with street photography, which I did with my former Nikon D750. And so I would love to update it and work on a new mirrorless release with this Nikon Zf, because to me it's plenty. Guys, honestly, I would not need a Z8 nor a Z9 in order to work on this project, unless I have a very specific assignment. So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on your social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come, and I guess I will see you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.